Many Canadians know of ALS thanks to this summer's Ice Bucket Challenge, but efforts to gain more awareness are still in full swing. Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis is a rapidly progressive neuromuscular disease. It attacks every part of the body except the mind. ALS Canada says every day nearly 3,000 Canadians are treated for it and 0.1% die from it. Unlike cancer or other neurodegenerative disorders, ALS has no known cure, and many treatments to slow its progression fail. Sharon Coleman is the longtime president of the ALS Society for the Windsor, Essex, and Chatham-Kent counties. She says more residents came out to support this year's walk than any other before.
And we're just very, very grateful and fortunate that we've had the turnout that we had, and we hope that they'll keep the third Sunday in September open for next year.
The ALS walk is different from other walks for two reasons. First, each city has their own individual walk on any day they choose. And second, most of the volunteers and participants say they started attending the walk after they lost someone to the disease. Windsor's walk was started 10 years ago by the Beattie family after they lost Mike Beattie to the disease. His wife Dawn continues to volunteer each year with their 10-year-old son Zach in hopes of one day finding a cure.
During that time when we were looking for support and things around the city that could help us, we met Sharon Coleman from the ALS Society. We didn't know anything about ALS at that time, and we had to learn about it and figure out what we needed to care for him as he progressed in the disease. So it was a pretty trying and terrible time for us.
The ALS Society currently operates out of the Hospice of Windsor. There, families of ALS patients can take part in counseling, support groups, and other activities that ease grieving and stress long after loved ones have passed. Carrie Wall says her family continues to have a very positive experience with the ALS Society years after the death of her father, Frank.
Because of his illness, he kind of had to look on from afar. He couldn't work on his cars anymore. So if the money that we raise at these walks helps some other family not have to give up something so important to them, then it's worth it.
Families of two Windsor men living with ALS say they were overwhelmed by the turnout and grateful for the support.
To have everybody support us, it means a lot. This disease can be very isolating, and to be here with people is wonderful.
As for her husband, Frank, he says,
"Hi, I'm happy to be here."
Though they hope to raise a lot of funds today, Sharon Coleman says as long as a few more people learn about the cause, they've reached their goal. Reporting for MediaPlex News, I'm Taylor Busch.